thank you so much for coming out tonight. We appreciate it. We're all here for Melvin. Let's hear it for fucking Melvin!
On December 16th, 2017, Reservoir Tips played our final show, a benefit show for Melvin.
We're here for fucking Melvin today. And, we're gonna try and play a bunch of songs that we haven't played in a fucking long ass time. So, don't expect any fucking Mozart. Let's go!
It's really cool that we were able to get together and jam. We didn't know it at the time, but it was going to be our final jam. And the fact that he was able to do the show and play so well with as sick as he was, we didn't even really realize how bad it was at the time, you know?
In June, I wasn't feeling very good. I was throwing up a lot, just getting really sick. And then the day before my birthday in July, they had told me that I had stomach cancer. And that it just kind of snowballed in that, because from June to about August, I lost 50 pounds. And I wasn't really eating anymore. I was throwing up all the time. So I had a couple surgeries after that. And then I started chemo a little after that. I spent 3 months on chemo every other week for about 48 hours on a chemo pump. And it seemed to get a little better. I was able to eat. I was still trying to keep active. I wasn't going to be one of those cancer patients that just sits and lets things, fall, and you just end up dying. And so I kept myself busy, going seeing friends, and just trying to think positive on everything, and just keep the fight going. And I had a lot of support. Everyone telling me I was tough and everything I dealt with, and I don't want to let them down. And so I'm here today, and now they're going to perform a surgery on me, and they're going to remove my stomach, and some more chemo treatment, and hopefully that this will cure it, at least for a few more years, and I'll have some more years of my life to do more things and enjoy my friends and more travels. And so at that point right now, that's how I'm looking at everything right now. So I've got to stay positive. It's not easy, but I do what I have to do.
He told me that he had, at that point, thinking it was stage 1, 2 stomach cancer, ended up turning into 4. Broke my heart, man. Been there for him, love him to death. And luckily his bass player, Mikey, from up in Long Beach, ended up putting a show together down here in San Diego, and just asked, for me to help out. And living in Ocean Beach, we have a strong community. This show was for him to pay for his medical bills, and it was a huge showing of people that really cared about him.
Hey! We're at fucking Melvin's fucking party right now, goddammit.
The benefit came about a few months ago when I had my bass player, Mike Woods, call me and said that we should do something for you to help out with my bills, medical bills and things like this. And I said, well, it's, I'm not too much into things like that, but I said, yeah, okay, well, I appreciate it, and it kind of snowballed from there, and we just got a few bands together and decided that where we're going to find it, we're going to do it, and it all turned out to be a pretty good benefit for me, and I can't ask enough for all my friends and the support I've been getting from everyone.
He ended up coming out and playing a great show the day before he went into surgery and had a section of his stomach removed. And in typical Melvin fashion, he had done that years before, we went in the studio and he had got a kidney and pancreas transplant. And like within a week after surgery, with staples still in his stomach, he went in and recorded our first EP. So it's definitely typical Melvin fashion that he pulled it out last minute and did a great job, you know?
But don't forget, we have raffle tickets, 3 for 5, all night long. Buy some tickets. Come on, motherfuckers.
So I ended up being the MC of the night for the raffle and all the in-between band stuff, which went really well. We were able to raffle off a bunch of good prizes. We made a bunch of money for Melvin, which was nice.
847-318-318. Anyone?
A lot of people pitched in. Jen, Donna, my wife Taylor, all helped out a bunch to make posters, get the raffle tickets, get people to donate. We had individuals donate guitars, like John Clicker from Inciting Riots in San Diego. Rick Agnew donated a guitar.
Fuck yeah! 417! Thank you guys so much for Rick Agnew Band. You guys fucking killed it tonight.
Well, all the bands that came were actually incredible bands. My friend Chris and her band, the Revolt Chicks, I've known her for 30 years. They were more than happy to do it, which I was really happy for. They're an incredible band, 4 girls. They've been together for a few years now, and they played in Europe and things like that, so they come out and perform. An amazing friend of mine, one of my best friends, Jen, suggested a band called Strangely Strange.
They have never done a show like this. They rarely leave OB, but they really did great. And everybody's just put forth a really big effort to help him.
I had another band, the Sculpins, and then one of an amazing friend of mine, Rick Agnew, and Sam. They said yes to performing as well, and it's just been incredible for all the bands to come out and do this, and it's just been an incredible. I can't ask for better individuals to come out and do this. Amazing band, amazing lineup. It's been incredible.
We all love Melvin. Here's to Melvin. For a long time, he's a real good player. I'm glad y'all came out for him tonight. This will happen. We love you, Melvin.
Well, you know, I first met Melvin at the Tropics Lounge in Fullerton, and the Reservoir Tips, which was his band, was playing, and we got talking and hit it off really, really, really good. We had a common friend in Martin Cox, and we talked about him for a while and everything, and he actually gave me one of those like Reservoir Tips. There were these huge hats that looked like condoms.
Melvin actually ordered these condom hats, and they looked like a rolled up condom that you'd wear as a hat, and bought these big metal spikes and bolted them into it. So all of us as the members, we had individually, they're all a little bit different, but actual condom hats. And Rick thought it was great. We got photos with him. He was wearing the hats and everything. And basically from that show on, Melvin and him kept in contact.
We kept in touch. I'd see him once in a while. He would come to our shows and hang out. We'd go down there. He'd show up and everything. He was kind of like, you know, part of the Rick Agnew Band family in a sense. And every once in a while, he would ask me if I wanted to go to Idaho to go visit, you know, Marty and go fishing with him and stuff like that. And I always wanted to, but I just didn't really ever have the money, you know. So anyway, you know, I'll miss him.
I went on hiatus for playing drums for about 6 years. It's always been in my blood, but just had a lot of things going on, other situations in life, and I think that having this benefit really kind of got my, kind of got that spark lit again, and so I'm really happy that I did it, because I was a little nervous about getting up on the drums with the cancer that I was dealing with, and not feeling ill all the time. So, but when I got back on, it was just like, riding a bike, and so I was really excited that I was able to do it, and I'm really, again, I'm glad that Mike kind of sparked it, and, so, after a couple of things I'm going to go through, I definitely going to plan on playing drums a lot more, but after, it's going to be a little while after I have to deal with my surgeries and everything after this cancer, so.
There's a little bit of an incident during our set. A little bit of a scuffle broke out.
This is a fucking benefit show, you assholes!
Luckily, the rest of the show went off pretty good, and we were able to regroup after that, but it definitely added an extra little bit of excitement to the show we weren't anticipating.
Get the fuck out of here! You can't get along, get the fuck out! This is a benefit show!
My name is Conan, and I've been involved in music, punk rock for a long time. These are my brothers and sisters here, and tonight is an extra special night because this is Melvin's night, and and this is a benefit show for him. And we, sometimes, you never know who knows, like hardcore people or whatever. People just get excited, and so bam, 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 So that getting smashed was nothing. It was getting excited, but some people are like harder, and they fucking bam, 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 We know that it was nothing personal.
This is all here for Melvin. Let's hear from Melvin. Thanks for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it all. Just be cool, No politics. Stop it. Stop it. I really appreciate it. Everybody came out, I appreciate it.
I wanted to give him something to kind of keep his mind off of the sickness, and something that would be kind of a positive thing to look forward to, and I think we were able to give that to him. He was super stoked that all the bands came together and everybody came together for the raffle. So the fact that we were able to get together and do that for him and kind of lift his spirits and give him something else to think about and look forward to, I think was huge.
I really appreciate Mike for coming up with this idea, because it's definitely brightened my spirits for what I'm having to deal with, and I can't I can't thank him enough, and everybody else. It's just been it's incredible, and incredible to know that you got so many friends out there that really care for you.